Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome back to another Potter Watch stream. Today, we will be streaming the Pod Racing / Star Racing tournament, the first one ever, I believe. So, let's introduce the arena team.
I will introduce Sam, because I think he died.
I'm muted. No, I'm muted. Oh, I'm muted. Oop, my bad. I meant, hi. My name's Sam. Today I'm hosting the Star Racing tournament.
Well, you just met me, so I'm Autumn. I will be helping in today's tournament.
I am Dexter, and I'll be helping in today's tournament.
Hi, I'm Sal, and I'm gonna help in the tournament as well.
And hi, I'm Tang, and I'll also be helping.
All right, awesome. The first one, right?
This is our first tournament for Star Racing. It's recently introduced to the start of the month in like celebration of May the 4th. And this is our first tournament. So, I mean, it's exciting. There's a lot of very good teams. There's a lot of the people have been participating throughout the month on them. There's definitely been very close between a lot of them.
Yeah, this is very exciting. So, this is the 3v3, correct?
Correct,
Yeah,
this is a 3v3.
And we have 9 teams for today, so they're all going to go through and race 4 races.
4 races, and we'll start off on the new Mos Eisley map. We had 4 brand new maps introduced to us with the Star Racing.
I see
This
we
is
have
my
some
favorite
matching.
map.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of interesting skins. You see the Frosts are wearing swim cozies. Llama, Kaylin, and Egg all seem to be wearing maid skins, I believe. Then you have Little's team that all seem to be wearing Star Wars themed X-Wing outfits. And a couple other matching outfits. Oh, and of course you have Sonia, Matty, and Desi all with Among Us themed skins.
Oh no.
Okay. Are we ready to go, guys?
We've got down the order, so we should be good as we do the finishing touches on putting them into the list.
Okay. Let me just ask them if they're all ready to go. Okay. Seems to be quite a few orders.
We asked them if they're ready, and they definitely seem to.
Okay, we're ready.
They're excited.
You start the first race in, and we're about to click the button to start it off. We have a 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Kaylin seems to be leading the pack with Tonk right behind him.
Someone crashed. This is going to be a really close race, I believe.
Kaylin takes the first shortcut with Tonk. Nobody else seems to follow suit in that shortcut. That's given them a decent lead. It is close between them two. Seem to be head on head. As Kalen and Tonk both go different directions. Kalen's still in the lead by not very much. He's right on his tail, really. It was that start that kicked them off, but there is a considerable lead between everyone else. Eden following just behind Tonk. Kalen turns. He passes under. And they both seem to be going for the very the shortcut, which could be quite risky as if you mess up here, you turn, but they both make it through. Definitely a close one here. And they both seem to be nearing the end right about now. None of them seemed to have crashed yet. As they get there. Eggs off. Magma's had a late start there. About a crash between them now. That's a good start from Egg.
Well, a lot of people just came in. I believe most teams have their second racer off already.
Okay.
Egg has quite a lead. I'd say one crash could still screw them over, but they do have a lead to where they're not on their tail and they aren't stressing about it. Oh, Magma does seem to be catching them though. Oh,
Oh, I think that got Magma a little bit behind there. Oh,
Vanya,
Magma crashes.
doing the shortcut and Vanya takes the lead. A crash really is detrimental in this kind of style because the speed races are super fast and it can put you a lead ahead. That's Llama taking off now with Tilly just behind, but Tilly takes off really rough, taking a crash at the start, putting Llama even further ahead.
Definitely, if you're not facing the very start when you start that pod racer, you can just go the exact wrong way.
Communication really is key, as you can see. I mean, what I've seen is that a lot of people seem to have one of their teammates facing back to tell the teammate when they finished, so they could just take off on the dart.
Yeah, Llama has quite a large lead right now.
Tilly behind though, yeah, quite a bit behind. Say Llama probably has a crash and a bit as he takes the shortcut as well.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Llama's gonna end up
Um,
taking all his shortcuts. He knows the maps pretty well. Especially on
Almost
this map.
crashed there.
Like if you know the shortcuts, then that's gonna pull you ahead quite a bit.
It's a flawless run from that team there. Llama's team finishing
yep,
first with a
that's
flawless
Llama's
run.
team.
Tilly just behind. We then have nobody in quite the vicinity, so they have quite a considerable lead. But then I believe next upcoming you have Jen and Tall really close to each other. It really will come down to this last little
Tall's
stretch.
gonna finish first. Yep,
Tall
Tall.
and
Yep.
then Jen. Then still a considerable stretch until anyone else. I believe that's Sky Mandingo coming up next.
Seems to be Relentless Nebula has just come through, finishing for their team,
that's
and then
Neb.
Sky.
Didn't see Neb there, but there you go. Oh, then there's two more. Oh, somebody's just crashed in the last second. Two people just crashed in the last second.
Oh no. Well, we've
Sonia
only got 3
and
teams to come through.
Sonia then, I believe, and then Clem.
Yep. And are we waiting on one more team?
I believe so. They seem to be a little bit lost, still at the very beginning.
Oh,
Rip.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
see.
yeah, we're just gonna go to the next round.
Yes.
Okay. So we're now moving on to our next round, which will be this map here, which is always a very good reference to pod racing as a whole, and very good adaptation, very nice build. And we have all our races TP'd. This map's a very confusing one, as there doesn't seem to be many arrows, and it's really up to like interpretation to where you cut the corners, as long as you don't go too high up the ridges of the mountains. And you're going to be flying towards this way, where Stal is. Make sure. Okay. I'm going to ask them if they're all ready. After I turn off. Did I turn on? Oop.
Cool. Might want to disable magic.
Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Cool. So, we're ready to go? Yeah. And they're off again.
Okay. Looks
So
like
what is this
Aurora's
like
in the lead.
map based off of?
This map
Someone
is based
hasn't
off.
seen Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, someone obviously hasn't
Oh,
seen it.
I have that.
Disappointing.
So this is like the main map where there was
Where they
star
actually had pod
racing.
racing. Yeah. It's in Tatooine. It's called Mos Espa. It's a racing track where Jabba the Hutt hosted racing tournaments, and it's really like the key, I guess you can say, reference to pod racing. So really is a very nice map. Of course, it's a bit hard to recreate with like obstacles and stuff, but so this map when you're flying or racing, I should say, you have to take certain corners to speed things. Oh, and Kalen takes an absolute shortcut there. Put
Yeah.
himself a lead where Tonk was leading, but now Kalen is cut across that, and he's going to cut across behind this pillar here, putting him in first with Vanya taking off, then Kira next, followed by Magma, Caro, and Amanda, and Danny, and then Puppet, and Matty. Oh,
I believe almost all the second racers have taken off already.
Vanya has quite a bit of a lead, especially for a map like this, where, I mean, a map like this, a crash could really screw you over, as there's not many obstacles that somebody could crash later. If you somehow manage to crash making a risky turn, you've messed yourself up.
Yeah, most of these maps, I feel like it's about finding like ways to like shortcut. Just like
Exactly.
shorten like the length of the course as much as possible, whether that be through a shortcut or cutting through corners. Because there isn't like many obstacles.
Mhm.
But I think it's an interesting
I
race
think we'll
race.
really see that during Hoth. During a Hoth map, we often see people making like the shortest of cuts, whether it means making really risky moves through the ice cave or cutting under something like a. Oh, it's close here. Really is
So
close.
all the last racers have taken off as well.
Yeah. Hey, we
One
have
crash
Tilly
could set you back.
and Llama. Yeah, especially with pod racing.
Yeah.
But we have Tilly and Llama neck and neck. Tilly is just in front of Llama with Tall just behind them.
Ooh, Llama. Ooh, that's
At that
tight
close.
corner. Cutting it really close as Llama's trying his best to overtake right now.
Yeah, Llama's main focus right now is to just cut closer corners than Tilly.
Hilly seems to be just doing the exact
Yeah.
same. Oh,
This
I
is
was
gonna
close
be
there.
Yeah, I think Tilly's gonna make it just in front of
Oh,
him. Yep, Tilly then Llama.
Tilly then
Tilly,
Llama by
Llama,
a
and then Hoth.
millimeter.
It was literally just like who's ever like the top of the pod racer finishes first. It's Tilly.
Definitely very close. And Nebula and Jen have finished as well, coming 4th and 5th. So we're waiting on 2 more teams.
It's
And there's
close
Sonia
between
coming through.
Tilly and Llama's team now. Both on 27 points. 2 more races to go.
All right, that's everybody coming through.
Those points marked down. We can move on to the next map.
Yeah, this
Great.
is really close.
It is very close. There, and we're on to our next map. This one's less Star Wars themed, but still very good map. It's a bit more confusing as this one's quite obstacle filled with lots of shortcuts. Huh?
I like this one because it also has a lot of shortcuts, but it's more risky, I believe, than the others. There's many obstacles.
Yeah, I like this map. It's different.
One sec, I believe Eden is AFK.
He's
Where's
back.
he gone? Okay, he's
Just go.
back. Okay. This map's definitely a very good one. You're very prone to crashing if you don't know it. A lot of tight corners.
Yeah, so it's looking like we have Kaylin and Tonk both in the lead right now. Kaylin just a little bit ahead.
Playing
With
out like
Fob Sucks and Aurora just behind them.
Playing out like a lot of the other races. Come down to a
Yeah.
crash or two. Kaylin making a lot of the tighter corners, just edging them a tiny bit more forward. It's not a lot, but it's something still that really can help you down to the final part. That means an earlier start.
Yeah,
Like
this is
this final
close.
tight corner.
Egg and Magma are off. I think Vanya just has a little bit more practice than Magma. In pod racing.
Vanya has pretty much, I think Vanya has the most pod racing, I would like to say, or star racing attendances. But whereas Magma only has one, I believe. So it definitely, Vanya has the edge in this kind of.
Yeah. This type of difference is gonna really make or break the race, because the more you know the map, the more you can cut the corners. Yeah, Vanya has quite a big lead over Magma.
Vanya finishing now.
Yeah, so we have Magma and I believe Kira behind Magma.
Then Magma coming in, not yet, but just about now. Yeah, Tilly finishing just perfectly timed.
Have
And then Toa.
Puppet, then Sarian, and Jen and Nebula are off to the front here.
As long as Llama doesn't crash now, I believe he has enough of a lead to finish in first.
Yeah, there's like no room for crashing for this tournament.
again, everyone's super close. You have Tilly and Llama and Tilly and Llama's team like really close in position, with then 3 other teams being just behind that, and it really comes down to who messes up and who keeps their position.
You have Llama coming in first. And then I believe that is Tall.
Oh,
Tilly's come through.
Oh, Tilly
oh,
came in
Tilly,
first.
then
And
Tall,
Toll.
And
then Jen. Tilly, Tall, Jen.
And
Then
you
it
have
believes to be
Nebula.
Neb.
Yep, Nebula has just finished.
And then
And we
Sonia
have
coming up.
I think that's Sky.
Sky.
Oh,
Yep.
Sky. Then you can see them. And
And
then
then
you have
Sonia.
Sonia
Yep.
with Clem just coming up then. Perfect. That's that race finished. And we move on to our final race. It's really close. Right now, Llama's team. Oh,
I believe Tall just crashed.
oh. Okay, so now we're moving on to our final race, which is Hoth. This map was definitely one of the harder ones, I could say. See.
You guys think Hoth is the hardest?
I don't think it's. I think it's one of the. I didn't say it's one of the harder ones. It's a bit.
I think the hardest one is actually I don't know. I feel like it's
It
either
really-
London
it-
or Isley.
That's a good point. Honestly, I think this map is more of like, up to, I guess you could say, cutting those corners. Because like
Yeah.
it really comes down to those caves, whether you want to make that risky move and get ahead, or you want to play it safer. And
Is Tall good? I know. I think South.
Tall's Tall's re-added.
Okay.
And he's here.
Let's just make sure that he is back.
He's here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
okay, we're gonna be able to start soon then.
Yep, we should be good.
Okay, and we're up. The final race. What it really comes down to. You could scroll up here.
Oh, it looks like Kaylin crashed right at the start.
Oh, that's really gonna screw them over if they're not careful.
Yeah. If Kaylin's able to pick this up and get a second, it might just save them. Well, actually, it would be a tie. But yeah, Kaylin crashed right at the start, and Tonk is in the lead thus far, following Fobsucks, Eden, and who is this? Spooky, and then Little. Yeah, everyone's pretty close. Kaylin is pulling up. I feel like these caves are going to be Kaylin's best bet of
Catching
pulling
up.
in the race.
Is he catching up? Let's check now.
He's getting there. He's still a few places behind.
Seems to be in 4th, if I see correctly. Third now, I believe. He's not that far, or 4th still, but still, he's caught up quite a bit, considerably, to see how he started off. That
So
might
yeah,
have
Tonk
screwed them.
finishing. Yeah, I think Kaylin had almost a flawless run after that first crash at the beginning. So I think his team should be good.
I would be very nervous right now if I was Llama, because if he does not manage to win this for the team, they're gonna have to go to a tiebreaker.
Yes, that first crash was scary to say the
Yeah.
least. But I think Kalen managed to pull through pretty well. He wasn't too far, even though he was a couple places below. But Magma has quite a lead, with Sarian behind him. And an egg in third. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be close. Mama's really gonna have to.
Vanya's crashed there.
Oh,
Oh no,
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate.
that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I know. Llama's gonna have to pull something.
Yeah, and then Tilly's just gone off first place.
Looks like several people have taken off before Llama, and he's currently in fourth. So we might not even get to a tiebreaker if he does not get second place.
No, I meant to do.
Okay, Sam.
Wrong one! They're right by each other.
No
You were
smiley
like
faces.
talking in a private chat, and then Sam sent a smiley face and
I
Sam
meant
a
to put the
frowny
sad face.
How are the
Yeah.
final races going?
Yeah, I think Llama is. Yeah, Llama's
So
not
Tilly in
in the
first.
best place. I believe Tilly's in first.
Keeping up her streak, winning a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, that was purely luck on their end. I
There's
think.
Tilly, and
Billy
then
and
Jen,
Jen.
and then Nebula,
And Llama.
and then I Spit Like a Llama.
That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Those two crashes were really unfortunate. But that's what happens.
Soul, Sky, Sanya, and Clem have all come through as well. So that's everybody for this final race.
Yep, all the points are ready to go.
Exciting, we can get ready to announce. So to get a start on it, in fourth place we have Edenya, Serenia, and Jenya, and they placed with 35 points, so congratulations.
All right, and in third place we have Fobsucks, Kira, and Tall Blonde Dude with 37 points.
In second place, we have Kaylin, AGV, and I Spit Like a Llama with 50 points. 50 points.
Mhm. And then congrats to Expiracies, Magma C4, and Tilly for winning today's tournament with 54 points. And that's that.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yes, that was a very close tournament. Those 2 crashes at the end really determined it.
Exciting to watch. And definitely nerve-wracking for all of the teams.
Yes, that was a very nerve-wracking tournament, especially at the end there. Everything was like neck and neck, like so close. Okay, we're just gonna do the rewards really quickly.
I think that really brings us to the end of this tournament today.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was congrats to
Okay. Let's see.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out to this stream. Congratulations and Billy Magma, first place in our first ever star racing tournament. Congratulations. And I'll see all of you for the next stream. Bye, everyone.